This video is very near and dear to me because I'm going to be talking about something that that have has taken me a lot of time to come again and talk about. It's something that I've experienced over and over again, and it's a cycle. For context, you are going to be watching this video till the end if you're interested in seeing the patterns of how life works and how it's so beautiful that we get to feel all of the emotions that we feel while we go through this cycle that I'll be talking about. So, if you still want to watch this video, please don't click off. And if you don't, your energy is not required, respectfully, because energy here is what matters. The intention that you keep on one video is really, really important. Okay. That's why spiritual content has been gaining momentum these days because we've all been recognizing the importance of connection, the importance of energy. The energy that I am exuding out from myself in this video through words right now is going to be connecting to your energy if you're in alignment with me. So that is why videos can only show up if you're in the same energy field as the person who is talking in that video. All right. So the intention I'm placing for this video is that I am not trying to save you. I'm not trying to help you get out of anything. This is not a self help video. It's a video where I'm doing what my heart wants me to do, and that is talk about something that I've experienced, which I think is magical and worth talking about because there is no type of awareness put on this. The awareness that we have to put on feelings is need to be put on, and it's slowly being put on because we are finding the actual value of feelings and emotions in this AI world. So to start this video, the bottom line, the line that you have to remember, I'm going to be reminding you again and again, don't worry, but it's basically magic brings success. We all define success in different ways. We all know that already. And I'm not talking about the materialistic things or achieving goals. I'm talking about that feeling of success, of abundance, of feeling rich in where you are right now. Okay. And I think that is magical. I think success is a type of magic. But firstly, magic is what brings success. So it's a reciprocative energy, all right? Now, how would I define magic? I couldn't define it for all I'm worth, but I could tell you or describe it to you through feelings. Let me give you a situation for you to connect with me in this on this. So, you're out of a cycle, you're out of releasing something, okay? And now you're in a stage where you're getting some sort of wisdom. To give you a mundane example, maybe you're out of feeling sad or you're out of a rut, and now you're feeling the energy picking up and you're feeling excited. You're getting that excitement, okay? So, in this stage, you don't feel like everything is stagnant or you don't feel like everything is moving slowly. It feels like your feet are between two worlds. You're not as excited as you think you should be, and you're not as out of the phase that you are in. So, that stage is magical because you feel uplifted, rooted, harmonious in life. You feel like life is working out for you. You feel safe in yourself. And most importantly, you feel authentic. You feel like your journey of life that you're going through right now is in alignment with you. And you don't feel that while you're sad. You feel like you're in the bottom of the world while you're feeling that low vibrational energy. I'm not putting that in a lower pedestal than a magic, but there is a different on there. Why am I? There is a difference in classifying those emotions. That difference is because we put things on a pedestal so that we can label things, so that we can bring awareness to things. I want you to put a pedestal for magic for just a brief second. Put a pedestal on feeling authentic. I dare you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out and feel your body on the ground or in any surface in which you're sitting on. Feel it. How does it feel like? Do you feel like you're a successful person? Do you feel like you're Elon Musk? Do you feel like you're someone successful? I'm not getting any names because now I feel like I'm myself. And that grounded energy, you don't get that by copying others. You don't get that by trying to replicate others' journeys. So, this is when you feel yourself, when you know that your journey is somewhat valuable. And that is magic. The moment that we put light on this idea of magic, you're putting light on it right now because I'm remembering you on how this does feel like magic. So from now on every stage that you on every phase of your life in which you get to this stage, you're going to feel like this feeling that you're feeling is sort of magical, right? Sorry, I think that cut off. I got a call, confirmation. So, the moment you bring light, light finds you. The moment you put light into what you're feeling, you feel like light. You become light. All right. And that is all that you need to go into the next phase of your life. So, this is a cycle. Okay. And this is the first step in which I've put awareness into, which is magic. Now, what is our line again? Magic brings success. Brings. Magic. We've understood magic. Brings. What does bring mean? What do you think it means? Brings is the bridge between magic and success. It is your need to do more. Allow me to explain. So, light has filled up your body because you now know that magic is magic. When light fills up your body, your cells start to gain momentum. They start to pick up. Energy is what you feel. You don't need to think that energy is something that is lighting up. It's just what you feel. If you get what I'm saying. It's like the moment you heat water, this is basic chemistry. The moment you heat water, it becomes gas. And this is what's happening. The moment you feel light, everything feels lighter. You feel like you're floating through life, don't you? So that is when you feel inclined to do more. You do more in this stage. The moment you feel that you're in a stage where you can start your life again, you start to reset. You start to take Sundays to do your little reset routine, to clean everything, to keep everything organized, to start doing yoga, to start exercising more. Why do you do that? Because the energy is picking up. But if that energy is picking up, does it mean that you should pick up as well? Does it mean that you should pressurize yourself? Of course not. But that's what we do, and that's completely okay, all right? All these phases have their own importance and they are needed. But in the same plane, this is the stage where we stop neglecting rest. It's the stage where we start to think that we are not good enough. If you're unwell in this stage, which I've experienced a lot of times, when the energy is picking up, but your health is not okay, you can't do more. You have to relax. You're forced to relax. So, what happens? You feel like you're not enough because you're not in flow with the energy. But the thing is, energy gets picked up not because you have to follow it. It gets picked up because it gets picked up. When you heat water, it becomes gas either way. And if it can't become gas because the temperature is not high enough, it's okay if you're just water in that time. That is who you are meant to be in this phase, right? So to to do this phase of doing more, if you're in a stage where you can't do more, I want to help you understand or remember that you don't have to do more. Stop neglecting rest at this time. Have a balance. It's so harder said than done. I'm still battling with this, but it's possible. When the energy is picking up, challenge yourself to have this balance of putting even more love into yourself. Find contrast, is what I can say. Find contrast. In the moment that you're craving movement, you're craving the need to rush, you're motivated, so you're wanting to do everything to reach your goals. In these phases, do the opposite as well. Affirm to yourself. Take slow mornings. Meditate. Put slow music on all day. If you find that balance, it's going to be easier for you to transition into the next phase of the cycle. But for now, magic brings the bridge is not meant to be wobbly. It's always having it's I lost my train of thought. It's always going to be a bridge. Treat it like a bridge. All right. Moving on, success. You might think that this last part, success, would be something easy or something where you feel rich and abundant and happy. This is the stage where you feel all that. But no, actually, it's quite the opposite. So, magic, the inner knowings, the wisdoms that you got, that felt like success, right? The bridge felt slightly hard because you had to balance. But success, honey. Oh my god. Like, first of all, if you put that transition into motion, if you balanced, then you're most likely to not get addicted, to not get distracted. I'm saying this because it's important. You shouldn't be distracted, or you should limit your distractions basically while you reach this last phase, because success is release. It's to release. Okay, now I'm thinking of how I can explain this to you. All right. So, when you get wisdom and when you are able to balance yourself in the last phase, you need to release a certain cycle. That is you finding success in the completion of that cycle. This video is not any way promoting that you shouldn't get actual success in the physical world that we live in. Success in this world means getting a new car or getting more money. That's not what I'm saying. In this video, success means completing a cycle fulfillingly, completing a cycle feeling like you have completed it, like it's important or it has been valuable to you. So, releasing is what you have to learn to do. You have to first identify that after you balance yourself and after you go through this cycle, in this part, you should be able to release. You should allow yourself and be open enough to be able to release. Everything suddenly starts to feel gray because the energy is slowly dying down because you're completing something. So you have to romanticize, you have to find the casual magic. Watch Unjaded Jade for this. This is a note to self as well. She's amazing. Oh my god. Salute to you. Romanticize. That's the best thing that you can do while releasing. And also be gentle. Just because you did more doesn't mean that in this phase you should also do more. These phases are not catered to feminine or male energies. These are generalistic things that happen in everyone's lives. So everyone releases. And this is also the time where we put more pressure on ourselves because we feel emotional, we feel divine, we feel exhausted, we feel frustrated, but we also feel blissful. I've written it, that's why I'm looking down. And we feel free in some sense because we've done something in this stage. We've gone through something, and that's success. Took a break because I had to regroup myself. You need to be aware that this is success because if you need to experience this release, you have to identify that in this period you're releasing. After you've identified it, you're going to feel these emotions that I've listed out. And when you feel those emotions, I want to challenge yourself to feel them. Limit distractions at this time. Limit the need to scroll, the need to go on addictions again, because you want to go on that, because you want to not be in yourself. You want to not be in the uncomfortability of having to push yourself out into finding the wisdom again, which is the next cycle. This is the part where most of us experience hard things, what we classify as hard. So in this time, it is important for you to have a journal at hand because you are releasing. You are going to be writing letters and final goodbyes to this cycle that you've completed. Now, this cycle doesn't go on fast, it's very slow, like life. Life isn't fast, we make it fast. So, this cycle, magic bringing success, it's a slow journey. It can take up days for some people, it can take up months, it can take up years, it can take up your whole life. That is why I'm remembering you to stop running away from yourself, to start connecting to what matters, and that is you. To start finding the magic, to start finding the bridge, to start finding the success because it is in you. It's already lying out for you. The opportunities that you're seeking, it's already in the making. The opportunities that you want to feel like your magic, it's already right in front of you. The wisdom. You just have to allow yourself to identify that it is magic. Maybe you're feeling stagnant right now. Maybe you're feeling like life isn't picking up. Then that would mean that you're in the period of magic. So why not treat it like it is magical? Identify which period you're in and take the steps that I've told in this video. That's why I've added chapters. Because awareness is so important. We know that we have to That we know that we have to hustle, we know that we have to rest, we know that we have to love ourselves, we know that we have to watch spiritual content, we know that we have to be pretty and everything, but do we know how to be aware? Do we know how to identify our emotions? Labeling emotions is not a bad thing. Labeling emotions is good because that makes you and that makes you feel that you're not alone in feeling like this. So please, whatever you've gotten from this video, I hope you take this as a sign to start connecting to something that doesn't feel like you, but which feels like it's a part of your destiny. To connect to something that can't be described, but only felt. Start to feel, because that is what we are. We are small little creatures that have the ability to feel but are still trying to run away from it, which is stupid of us. So start feeling. All right? Yay! Okay. Bye. I will look at you very, very soon. Looking means remembering, by the way, in my terms.